All right, we are live?
We are live.
Yeah,
yes.
The YouTube thing on the TV is a little delayed here, but we are live. It's a producer show. Justin, good morning to you. How are you, my friend?
Good morning, Dave.
I'm sorry I missed you this weekend. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I couldn't go to the Mutt thing, so I'm sorry I missed you. We were going to hang out on Saturday.
Yeah.
I heard you had a good time, though.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Yeah. All right, well, we're here. You're seeing us instead of Kirk, obviously. If you saw the tweets, I assume you did, even though this CJ Focus person says, why a producer show? Maybe they didn't see the tweets from Kirk.
And not everyone's online. I do think this kind of spreads, though, where when it's big news like this, people, even if you're not like on Twitter, you know someone on Twitter, someone will text you, someone will let you know things are going on. But for those that don't know, Kirk Saturday night tweeted out, I'm taking some time off from the show. It's been a really tough last few months and I need to step away. About as low as I can remember, but I'll be okay. No idea when I'll be back. As always, it's okay to ask for help when you need it. You're not alone. And then about an hour later, he tweeted out last thing, and I'm gone for a while. There will be people gloating over this, and that's plenty fair. I make fun of everyone. Can't expect to be treated any different. The tweet below isn't for sympathy, just an update. That's all. So, Kirk is stepping away for the foreseeable future. We don't know when he's going to be back.
Right.
I don't think he knows when he's going to be back. I think he's just stepping away, getting the help that he needs right now. Obviously, he alludes to being at a very low point in his life. So our best thoughts are with him as he steps away from not only this show, but I don't believe he'll be doing Unnamed and on the Project Big Screen this morning. Jeff also sent well wishes Kirk's way. And he's taking a step away from everything. It's not like earlier in the year when he took a step away from the show after Laconia,
right? And
he was still doing Unnamed and case stuff. I think this is I don't want to speak for Kirk, but I believe this is a complete step away.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, we have no information. You guys saw, I think we got a text message from him, I'd say about 90 seconds before the tweet went out.
Yes.
So we know what you know. If the producer show is on, obviously we'll keep you informed if we're allowed to do so. But that's about it. I mean, besides that, we can kind of just jump right into all the stuff that's been going on around it, which is obviously you saw the chicken fry Instagram stories.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not Kirk. So to think that I'm going to sit here and talk for 50 minutes or you're going to talk for 50 minutes about this, we're not him. I thought that was an asshole move by her. I'm just going to call it like I see it. I think that Kirk criticizes actions. So if you haven't seen those tweets or those Instagram stories from her, she's basically gloating over the fact that Kirk had this announcement. You know, this happens, however she worded it. I forget. Did on the rundown, did I put the exact wording that she put?
I'll grab it here.
Yeah.
So she had some Instagram stories that says, freak loser, Kirk Minahan. He spelled his name wrong. Ha, 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 ha. Go take care of your kids, babe. Imagine.
Why does she fucking do that? I feel like every time I've seen her criticize people, she brings in like family and kids as part of her like shot. I don't know why that's like a thing. Like you have kids or you have a family, go take care of it. I feel like every time I've seen her do that, she involves that for some reason. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I just think she's just I have a problem with her, but it's not what people might think. But let me just finish reading this post. Yeah. Imagine bullying people for a living, then having to take a mental health break. LMAO. So she had those posts, and then she had another post where she says like pretty much the same thing, like you bully people for a living. It's always people who bully people,
right?
Blah blah blah.
Yeah, she's gloating over the fact. We'll just call it like we see it. And so I saw a lot of reaction to that in terms of how Kirk has commented about her in the past. If you ask me, I'm a producer. Am I going to be biased in a way? Yes. But the reality is Kirk criticizes to me. He criticizes actions. Mm-hmm. He criticizes words that people say. He doesn't just like come out and is like, oh, I heard somebody say this about X. Somebody told me she acts like this, like behind the scenes. No, when she all of a sudden starts talking like she's a big Taylor Swift fan, even though she hated her, he's going to criticize that. When she starts saying...
It is wild that this all started from her just being a fake Swiftie. And of all people to call her out for that, it's Kirk fucking Minahan, who legitimately has maybe said on the show 10,000 times that like Taylor Swift isn't for him.
Right.
But it all comes down to this. I mean, like Kirk said in his second tweet, he's like, people are going to gloat about this. They're going to take like victory laps. It's fine. It's whatever. He even says in his tweet, like, he makes fun of everyone. People should make fun of him. My biggest problem with the Brianna Chickenfry stuff is, okay, this is when you publicly decide to, because most of the shots she's taken at Kirk have either been veiled, where she's alluding to something, where like last week when she said, hey, there's a fan of a podcast who's hanging outside. He's a big bully, but HR is saying don't do it. My thing is why you should publicly, if she had this post a week ago or 2 weeks ago, like calling Kirk a freak loser, who's a loser where he's allowed to fight back, that's fine. She knows he's stepping away and he's not in a position to currently fight back or post something about it. That's why she's doing this. If he just said, "Hey, I'm going through some stuff, but I'll be doing the show on Monday, but just get help," something like that, she wouldn't have said this.
Right.
It's because he said he's stepping away, and so she knows he's not going
he's
to
not
fight
going to
back
react. Yeah. He's not
and
going to react.
And my thing is say it with like your chest. Like go out and like this, when the first real thing started, when Portnoy called Kirk and fired him for 3 minutes or however much it was. Like she didn't go out. She ran to Portnoy. She did this. She supposedly went to HR about this supposed stalker, which Kirk even said on the show. I thought he handled that great last week, where he was like, "Hey, listen, if there is a stalker who is a fan of mine is doing this, I'll be the first one to help you with this situation. Don't do that." Like he's never alluded to anything. I'd be surprised in what she said, like the bullying aspect of it. Like, can she provide an example of the bullying other than calling a fake Taylor Swift fan?
Right.
Or saying,
if she said something on the podcast, we don't need to rehash every single thing that she's said that we've criticized. First of all, like the reaction people have sometimes is as if Brianna Chickenfry's name comes up on this podcast every fucking day. By the way, as a producer of the show, yes, I would love for her to say something stupid fucking every day.
Incredible.
That we can add to our rundown. We're talking like once a month, maybe?
Once a month.
Max, luckily. And that's from her words on her podcast or Instagram or whatever it may be, BFFs, whatever. But like, it is not a regular occurrence at all.
And even when it comes up, like when I thought honestly when the audio came up of her saying the stalker thing the other week.
Yeah.
Like you can tell Kirk, not that he's not interested in it, but he doesn't want to make it the focal point of the show. Like he brushed off that. He's like, yeah, we'll get to that eventually. We'll get to that eventually. Where like I thought like he really could have like dove in, but he was treating it like a serious situation. I mean, maybe.
By the way, we also treated that like
absolutely.
a serious situation. We saw this. We talked about it. We then said, no, this is not something that a lot of the stuff that comes up on the show, we don't necessarily know all the time if this is the first time Kirk is hearing of something, or you know what I'm saying? Like we don't know. Obviously, he sees so much, but I hadn't seen anybody allude to it. I hadn't seen anything. So when we saw it and we talked about what she said about a stalker and bullying and stuff like that, that to me, there's some buzzwords there that's a bigger picture issue.
Yes.
Let's make a phone call behind the scenes and say, hey, Kirk, this was said about you. How do you want to handle it? And he heard it. I don't know if he heard it for the first time through us reaching out to him that morning or not. But either way, he handled it, in my opinion, very calmly, respectfully, said exactly, if this is happening to you, you should do X, Y, and Z. This is not something I would ever endorse whatsoever. So, yeah, to your point, I thought he handled that perfectly fine. For her to take the opportunity of when he's taking a leave to gloat in this way after that person was basically kind of saying, like, I'm not saying it's like a full-fledged I have your back, but it's like, yeah, if something happened to you, go do something about it. Like, that was good advice by him to her.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of like when like she calls him a bully in that.
Yeah.
And I get why some people would think that, but I'm trying to think of like when did he like bully her? Like or just give like he was never like you're ugly.
I don't feel that way. I don't think it was bullying.
No,
I think
like the stuff with the Gaza situation where she comes out and she does this whole video about how she watched a Theo Vaughn podcast and now her life has changed and everyone like that's funny for someone to say that. Like that's mockable.
Yeah.
He goes out and he mocks it, which is perfectly fine. Like I obviously like I have no problem. But where like if she had a problem with that, fight back. She was such a passionate cause of hers.
Right.
Fight back. Don't wait.
Is there a lot of people?
Don't wait until he's, a month or two later and, he's going away for God knows how long and be like, oh, by the way, this guy's a fucking call him an asshole that day. Call him an asshole, come on the Unnamed show. I'm sure I don't think it's Kirk who's not allowing or is not having her on the
Kirk has said numerous times you're invited on this program to combat whatever you've said or whatever he has gone at her about. She has been welcome on this program. I think she actually asked Dave at one point too. This is way back. This might have been the original Taylor Swift thing. Didn't she ask Dave like, hey, should I just go on his program? And didn't Dave say no or something like that? I have no
idea.
Something along those lines. Now that's like a year ago, by the way, but we're treating it as if this stuff comes up every show or every week. It does not. It's fucking crazy. Somebody just put in the chat, and I don't know, I haven't read their whole thing, but the stock thing. Is it a crazy thing for me to say this? If you believe you're being stalked by a podcaster's fan base, is gloating about him after he says he's going on?
It's probably not.
Is that in your best interest at that point?
It's probably not. Like I said, I don't know the details of the situation, and I would not if I was being continuously harassed in person about something like this. I would not take a victory lap.
I don't think that Kirk has done anything different with her specifically than what she probably does on her podcast about other people. She criticizes other TikTok influencers for doing X, Y, and Z. There is no difference whatsoever. I think it's the perception that because Kirk is willing to call out his colleagues and maybe some other shows just don't operate. I'm not saying it's good or bad thing on their part. I'm just saying they just don't operate like that. She feels like if it's going to come from anybody, it shouldn't come from a colleague. Well, guess what? That's not what this show is. That's not what he does. So I don't know. I thought it was outlandish. I can understand if you're her and you just hate Kirk, that's fine. Like that's just a natural reaction if you just hate somebody. But when somebody is to your point, like basically defenseless, they're announcing they're going on a break, and it's about mental health. That's not like you're not taking a shot at him for his actions or his words. You're literally taking a shot at him because of his health. It's if this was her, if they had a back and forth that was public, and she was talking about him on like mentioning him by name on the podcast and things like that. But no, like instead she'll like just wear like a KMS sweatshirt on like some live stream or something, and people will be like, "Oh, it's my favorite show," or something like that, or something where it's like if this is the first like actual shot, it's like I don't know, like keep it up. Like if he when and if he comes back, like let's see if you keep the same energy up. I don't know. It's just kind of shitty to see that. I think it's an elite level of shitty, to be completely honest with you, right? Like I said, I'm totally fine if they both hate each other. But if you want to just come out and be like, fuck it, I hate him so much that even in these moments of weakness, I'm going to go at him. Like, I think we can all understand it. It's not something we would do personally. Yeah,
that's what I mean. If it was like that, but that can't be the first time you do that. You can't just come out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else about this. Come back to me.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted, but I don't know.
It was nice to see like Clemmer having the post though, saying like having the courage to be open about mental health doesn't make someone a loser. Shitting on someone for being a bully while you bully them at their weakest does make you a hypocrite though. I mean, that is true.
Yep.
It was nice to see like I don't know. Good for Clemmer posting that. I know like where he is in New York City, like just in that office. I'm sure it's not the easiest thing. I know he's obviously a Kirk first guy, but he very easily could have, just kind of swept that under the bridge. I'm sure a lot of people in that office like Chickenfry and things like that, and calling her out for being hypocritical is.
I agree.
I think it was a good spot for Clemmer.
Clemmer had a tweet that was supportive. So, and a lot of people reached out. I'm sure a lot of people reached out to Kirk as well. Can you move this chat? Let me just see what the chat's saying. We'll see if we can get them in here on this. But besides all the stuff we just said, we're just going to keep repeating it and go in circles. I just think it was a shitbag move, top to bottom, and that's my take on it at least. W. Clemmer says, I don't know that username. Let's see. I'm trying to. I don't need to go all these shot. Why? Yeah, Lauren Conlon saying the same thing that we brought up earlier. Like, why do you always bring up the kids in the family in weird? Like, I've seen that she does it to other people too. It's in comments. It's a very weird move by her. But unless you got anything else to say, I don't know how much more we can add on that. We didn't talk to Kirk about it in any way, and it is what it is.
No, it's just something we saw, and I just think it's, it's shitty, and it's like, I don't know, like, keep up this energy. Like,
nice little highlight reel by PRC, by the way. I did like checking out that video that he put together. So.
Yes, of all the Brianna Chickenfry stuff. Yep. She's just, calling people out or saying she's better than. So.
Right. I say something, too. We'll move on from this because, and obviously we'll monitor everything that's going on outside if she says anything else. I think she's in Hawaii. Didn't she I think I came up on something that somebody just like randomly needed a date to a wedding. You remember this coming up?
It was on the pod. I've listened to the entire podcast where she
she did it. Right.
Yes.
Right.
And she said, I don't know. She said she needed the date for
whatever. But we'll be monitoring her Instagram stories if she says anything else on this and keep you guys updated. I wasn't here on Friday and it was a Cullinane booking. So I have to take the L on it. But I feel like anybody who's with Montante gets just like completely run over.
It's tough. Montante's a great.
I bet Kirk would probably say like for the future, and I think Kirk has said that like Montante is one of those guys who can be a solo guy.
Yeah, it just should be a solo.
But
guy.
it's also like it's one thing of like just can be, but then also like you're able to add people on top of it sometimes. Like Mike obviously is a solo guy, but Mike doesn't like run over the third chair. I'm not even saying it's a bad thing in Montante, but it's just like whether it be Nurse Kim, whether it be Freddie's Birdie's friends there, I forget his name, Hunter Hanneman.
Yep.
I mean, Montante just runs right over him. Like there's nobody who I remember coming in with Montante that came out with a good appearance. I can't remember the last person.
Yeah.
Not that these people are like super like are bad or anything.
I just think Montante is a good.
It's a tough situation.
He brings enough to the show where it's like I don't know. He's good on his own. Like the whole now he's a single guy.
Yes.
Things like that. I wonder how that went this weekend.
Yes.
On his ride back.
I do have asthma and the allergies are bad right now. All right. And I actually debated going with the glasses today. That was Justin. I saw you in glasses the other day just to rest the eyes because it's been a tough couple of days. But people, giving me shit for my fucking stupid high eyes or whatever you want to call them. It's tough out there right now.
Yeah, I only wear glasses when I drive because I have to on my license. And then if I ever like forget to wear them on, forget to like bring them, I wear them on my face because I don't want to lose them.
So I don't have like the prescription sunglasses. I should get those though. Because I keep my contacts in for so long. They get dry so fast. Mm-hmm. I got to get the prescription sunglasses. But so besides that Friday show, got the full Montante. He's talking about some of his personal life stuff that, again, the motherfucker just has no censor whatsoever. He can't dance around his personal life, whether it be the Discovery last time he was in to now this one. He's an absolute madman. But I wasn't here. I didn't get to say. He is a good hangout. Like you met my wife and two friends at Thursday Night Football. Yes. They loved the guy. They thought he was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a good hang. You guys just totally bailed on us, by the way.
What are you talking?
You just totally ran away from us. We had like an hour till kickoff. We're down on the field, and you just fucking bailed.
Please. No. I believe it was a quote from Dave Cullinane. He's like, "I'm bored. I want to leave."
I heard you guys say it's not. By the way, that is not a shot at the experience. It's I get not bored, but like I don't know how to word that. Obviously, we were down on the field. It's a cool thing, but you're also like there's not much you can do. You're just walking around, right? Like there's not like. I didn't know how to word it, but I didn't expect you to leave. I thought we would still be hanging out, like shooting the shit, but you just bailed.
I guess we just bailed.
It was a strong, I would say at least 50 minutes until kickoff.
Oh yeah, probably.
And they didn't kick us off the field until I want to say 20 minutes until kickoff. So you
really?
just completely abandoned us.
Oh yeah, we had to go see our. Did you wipe down your seats and everyone was your
your
seat wet?
Yeah, it was wet. Yeah.
So walking around with Montante was very funny. And I mentioned this a little bit on the show where he said he had the great quip about like at least my fucking quarterback doesn't clone his dog. Which is like, if people understood that, that's a great quip. I was trying to think afterwards. I don't think the majority of people probably got that just walking around. They probably haven't heard the.
Well, how many times did he use it? Because he used it as we were walking. Okay, because we were walking down the stairs, and we had this conversation. He said it to somebody, and I said, Montante, like, when did you think? Like, obviously, it was a pre-canned line. He had it ready to go. And he's like, oh no, I thought of that days ago or something like that.
And then another one, which was like, it did not hit. Someone was talking shit to him. And he's like, how about the Celtics, huh? My Knicks beat you guys in the playoffs. And I was like, Montante, as like a diehard Patriots fan who gives zero fuck. And the guy was like, you're talking about the Celtics right now? Like, no one gives a fuck about the Celtics.
Nobody gives a fuck.
He said that a couple times, but I think I mentioned it on the show. There was this woman behind us, and I think she was just cocked. And just whenever the Jets did anything, she was like, fuck you. She's double birding them the entire time. It was awesome.
We had like just the classic Boston sports guy behind us, the accent and everything, just analyzing every fucking play out loud. It was actually enjoyable because it was like funny because he was so serious about it. He wasn't doing any of it in a mocking way, but that was fun either way. So, all right. Did you watch Portnoy on CBS Sunday morning? Did you see those clips?
I saw the clips.
Yeah. I watched the full thing. It was good. It didn't feel like CBS like edited him in any way. Like sometimes he would go on these like long diatribe answers and they didn't like fill it with B-roll or anything. Like they just let him spew out stuff, but he didn't say
isn't that like a thing now? Like ever since the Trump lawsuit with Kamala?
With like 60 Minutes, like with CBS programs like that?
Yeah, I just feel like they don't.
That's actually a good point. I was watching 60 Minutes last night and they were going over the Trump, like it's this whole crypto thing. And they were basically like burying Trump for pardoning this guy, which whether you agree with the move or not. But right, like 2 minutes before the segment was over, they highlighted like 3 other situations that were similar that like Clinton did, that Biden did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like whether it be Barry Weiss or something else, they probably wouldn't have done that, or pre-lawsuit, they probably wouldn't have done that. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but it was very. Yeah.
I'm a retard when it comes to politics and stuff like that. But I just saw that this weekend that it was trending that the rumors of Trump. What was the email?
Oh, he emailed. Do you have any pictures of like him blowing Bubba?
And I saw
forget
that.
the exact
I
word.
was like, oh man, I don't know what to say about that. And then I found out that the Bubba, like obviously he's not talking about.
It's Bill Clinton. Oh yeah,
I did not know Bill Clinton's
his
nickname was Bubba.
Nickname's Bubba. I don't know the impetus.
Bubba
of it.
must
I
have
just
fucking
remember.
hated that then.
Yeah.
That must have been a joke in the Trudeau household for a little bit.
Yeah, I think Trump wants all that stuff out, by the way, now.
Well, that's what he says, but there's going to be redaction stuff. I don't know. Trump, I do think it is very funny if at some point Trump sucked Bill Clinton's dick. I think that's how like this.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd watch it.
This is how Rome falls.
Yeah, I would watch that.
What was it? Were you here when we were talking about? Would you watch the?
Yeah, that was Friday, wasn't it?
It was Friday. You weren't here.
Yeah.
If a sex tape of PRC came out, Kirk said he would watch it. Monte tried to act like he wouldn't watch it. There's no chance Monte
I would watch
doesn't
everything.
watch it.
I don't care who was in the sex tape. Like anybody I know, I thought that was a take. Like anybody you know who has some type of sex, unless it's illegally grabbed. Like unless like I'm friends with somebody and they got like the Aaron Andrews type shit, I'm not watching that. But if
obviously if it's
on purpose type shit,
yes, if it's something where illegal
Right.
or something like that, or something was leaked or something, like the Portnoy situation, I feel like guilty watching that.
Did we ask Keegs that? Like, and not that she's doing like sex scenes or anything like that, but on her OnlyFans, like, I'm sure she expects that like her colleagues have probably seen it. I haven't seen hers specifically, but I'm sure she's not like shocked if she finds out a colleague has seen her OnlyFans.
I think did we ask her about this, and she said like just
We had a
people
lot of
use like
conversation
burners, or people's like no one uses a real name, so you can't tell.
We had a lot of conversations about it, but I don't know if that's specifically. But yeah, I would absolutely.
But that's the thing. Like you can't go out and put that out there, but like except for people are going to watch this, except for people I went to school with.
I was having a full-fledged. When I tell you I should go to my internet history so you could see this, a full-fledged meltdown yesterday because my Reddit turned off like the not suitable for work posts. Have you seen this?
Work posts. No.
It's like basically if you search anything, it gives you the not suitable for work. Like scenes. Like if you want to watch a scene, let's just say you wanted to watch a scene from the Hunting Wives on Netflix. Let's just say that happened with somebody and you want to see those scenes. You can't find them obviously on like Pornhub or anything like that.
Yep.
They were only on Reddit. I couldn't for the fucking life of me figure out why that setting was off on Reddit.
Do you beat off on Reddit? Is that your thing?
I mean, there's certain scenes that are just that you can only find on Reddit nowadays.
It's just a weird website to beat off to. It's like beating.
I
know, but I consider that to like beating off on like Twitter.
Right, but I think they even took away like the Daddario scene from True Detective might even be off Pornhub.
But like, you can just watch that scene. I'm
not gonna go to fucking net. That is work. That's completely different. Like I would say going to your streaming platform and finding the exact scene. Like I'd have to find the episode it was on. That's a lot more work than going to Reddit and typing in Alexander Daddario True Detective. Don't you think?
I guess.
Yeah, please don't argue me. This is like, don't argue with me on this.
This is
that's my thing. So, all right. Besides that, stuff we would probably get into today if the show was going on. Kendra Middleton, hand up. I mean, this weekend.
Oh, this was way.
Hand up. Ago, I was wrong. But also I was just naming bodies. Like, let's not act like I was trying to say like this person would be the next Mike Geary or something like that. So, I'm just saying for people to come in.
For those that don't know or aren't following along on Twitter, Kendra Middleton had a tweet where she was like, how do I mute everything and everyone from B' or B' R stool, like sports, and like, so she just wanted like everything Barstool. She pretty much said, I hate this company and I don't want to see them. They have bad takes or blah, blah, blah. I looked up, she had an older tweet from like 2022 where it was like Barstool Sports had some post about Deshaun. Fans were like booing Deshaun Watson, and she said, as if their founder and president isn't a ... Like, so she didn't say it, but she pretty much implied that Dave is a sexual predator akin to Deshaun Watson, which obviously is wrong and stupid and blah, blah, blah. I had no idea that I mean, Portnoy won this, right? So she was thinking, how do I mute all this Barstool stuff? It goes semi-viral. Dave retweets it and is like, well, you can start by not. He releases the DMs that he got from her, asking him like to get a job or an internship back in 2020 and 2021 and things like that. And then she said like, oh, I did used to like you guys. I even like made a bunch of content for you that made you guys a shit ton of money.
Right, I'm sure.
She applied, which I mean, I can't imagine the Viceroy program is like what is driving.
I can't. I mean, it's a beneficial platform. Like everything they do. Yeah.
I think it's a beneficial platform. Yeah. I don't think a single Viceroy program is ever making Barstool a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I just don't know. But yeah.
And then turns out, she was a viceroy for a couple of years, and she's like, I don't put it on my resume anymore because I'm so appalled by it.
Yeah,
and Portnoy comes back again. He's like, it's still on your fucking resume.
Yeah, I mean, LinkedIn is basically somebody's. I mean, it's not mine because I think mine still says Jerry Callahan Show on it because I haven't updated it. But if you're putting it on there, that's basically. I mean, you handed that to Dave on a fucking platter. So yes, and the way it just came out was like, I just turned on Barstool because they didn't give me a job. Is what it kind of comes. You know what I mean? Like that's what it kind of feels like. Yeah,
or like. Not I turned on Barstool, but I could easily, if I did get a job with Barstool, I would be carrying water for them. And it's like one way or the other. Like, I feel like if she was offered a job years ago, like maybe if she still thought that way, she would have still accepted the paycheck, done all this stuff.
Right. By the way, it's not like she's I mean, I've heard her on, I think she does Toucher and Hardy in the morning. And it kind of comes off creepy because I kind of feel like Fred Toucher is like, talks to her in a weird way, and she's so young. I don't know.
I have heard. He's like I post Instagram photos with Kendra to get more.
Yeah, and
followers.
She's talking about like older guys and stuff. I don't know. It's just like you're not out here doing some like humanitarian work for God's sakes. So for you to act like you're any better than whatever content Barstool's putting out is fucking crazy to me.
Yeah. So anyway, Cullinane thought she would have been the best third chair.
Well, first of all, that is not how I worded it, and it's kind of like third chairs now. It's just like thinking of different names in the market and stuff like that. I don't know. This was pretty fucking early too, by the way. I don't remember when it was.
Like, I think
this was probably pre her appearances on 98.5.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
This was probably when like Carabas left DraftKings or left for DraftKings.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, either way, it was a bad take by me. Hand up. We hit. It was a swing and a miss on that one. So, all right. Well, on to the next thing.
So
I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say. So I did go to the to Mutt's event at the Brook Casino on Saturday.
Yes.
With Vince Wilfork. And listen, we can shit all over Mutt for, it's funny that he does it. The video of him like doing laps around the place before the event started is very funny.
Biggest tie I've ever seen.
It was a big tie.
Yeah.
He does a great job of like hyping the crowd up, getting people pumped. He asked the not the hard hitting questions, but like he asked the questions people want to ask him, like, hey, how was like the average person there wants to hear Vince Wilfork give his take on the glory days.
Sure.
It's just to remember when.
But what's the vibe? So this is my thing, is like the way he hypes them up, you would think he was inside a stadium that's holding 10,000 people. Where it's like, how many people were there? Like 100 people?
Oh no, it was way more than that.
200, 300 people?
Probably 200 people in that room. The room was filled to capacity.
In a room like that, you can
and then there was like overflow and stuff like that. So yeah, no, it was like it was packed. Like it did kind of have a football vibe where I don't know if you saw in the videos, there was this fucking asshole in front of me.
I did see
who was just like the entire time he was standing up, he was whistling. He's Vince. He kept like whenever like Vince would be like, yeah, man, like the Patriots defensive tackle who was before me, he was a good player, but I just had to learn. He was like, he was the best defensive tackle of all time up until that point. He would like yell out like, that's because you weren't in the fucking league yet. And it was like, okay, like calm down. Like we get it. Like when he's doing the Q&A, this was the very like, do you remember when you were in like third grade and you really wanted to be called on?
Yes.
Like you would like stand up or like you would like do like he was doing like this.
He was like moving. Yeah. He was like doing everything he could to get attention.
Yeah. It was very like kind of like, I don't know. It was, but it's like a big vibe. There was like, the Patriots mascot guy who dresses as paints his face silver?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He was there. It was just like
the real guy was there.
The real guy was there. I don't
with the face paint on?
No, not with the face paint on, but he's wearing the jersey that said like Silver Bullet. It was very strange. Oh. But the vibe is. It is funny that like Vince Wilfork is peddling some barbecue sauce. Like that's just funny. Like on its own.
Guy's obsessed with building that Instagram, by the way.
Oh yeah, he kept on pushing.
Call me fucking crazy, Vince, but I don't think building that market is perfect for you to build an Instagram following with. it just, I got to assume it was a little bit of an older crowd at the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, you got to start somewhere. So he wanted to get people going.
Probably would have promoted the Facebook. I think, even though they're kind of like intertwined now.
Maybe. But it was a good event. Mutt does a good job. You know, his questions.
That handshake that he gave Mutt when when he first introduced them.
Yep.
Oh, that was a strong, like that would have I bet that hurt Mutt's hand. I don't know. That was a strong shake.
There was a good Minifan showing there. A couple of people came up to me and we were like, Mutt's gonna kill it.
How was the pre-interview Mutt? He's usually, did you get to go behind the scenes and see him a little bit or no?
Oh, he was just like, there wasn't like a behind the scenes where they like sat in a green room or something with.
Oh, it was just that walking around clip that you had.
Yeah, it was just Mutt was just kind of like, you were just checking out the stage and things like that. So Mutt was nervous, but I think he had prepared. There was, you can tell like the questions like Mutt asks, and then like the ones where they're like, you have to ask, so your dad came up with "Gotta Have It." You know, like that question is obviously so like planted.
Yeah,
it was good though. I mean, Will Fork is a fun time, as a Patriots like diehard, I fucking like. There was a time of my life where Vince Wilfork was my favorite player.
Yeah, on
the Patriots because he was a big fucking guy. He would clog up the middle and take 2 or 3 offensive tackles, just clog him out. He wasn't a stats guy, but he was underappreciated.
Hall of Famer? No, I know Ty Law.
I know Ty Law, but listen, no one will toot the horn for Vince Wilfork in the Hall of Fame more than I have. There was. No one had more of an impact on a single defense than Vince Wilfork had on the New England Patriots defense of 2007 to 2012. He was just a stud.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I was bummed. You were there. Yeah, I found out when the little tailgate party we went to. My wife, I think Monte heard this. My wife was like, "Oh, you have to go to a birthday party on Saturday. You have to take Chase to a birthday party."
Oh, yeah.
So I had to bail last week. She told me right there. I had no idea I had to pull that. I had to do that, but I don't know. I went to a birthday party. I've never done it. I've only been to like 5 or 6 of like Chase and Riley's friends. Not like the family ones. If you have a family one, it's like a barbecue. People have a cooler with drinks and stuff like that. But this was at King's, and so like the parents who put it on like brought out beers and
they brought up there wasn't like a bar.
They had like a. It's not like those like mini keg. It's not like a mini keg, but it's like you could. I don't even know. It's like almost like a bubbler type of thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? No, I don't know. It was a big thing of. It was Blue Moon. I'm not a Blue Moon guy, but I've never been to like a kid's birthday party like that where like parents were drinking beers. But maybe that's like a normal thing.
And whenever I show up to a kid's birthday party,
right.
Normally they don't know.
I'm fine with that. I enjoyed it. Like now, I feel like that's a precedent that those parents were setting. Like, hey, if you invite my kid to a birthday party next year, like. There has to be beer and alcohol. I think that's just, it's like up to the parents. If I were to go but I'll probably do it.
If I were to go to a kid's birthday party and people were drinking and stuff like that.
They're usually out like.
I wouldn't be the first one to crack open a beer, but
right.
Other people are doing it.
I appreciated it because I don't know, it just made the day easier. But yeah, I was bummed I could do that. You guys went to lunch after.
Yeah,
too, right?
we went to lunch after at the. It was like the Kowloon. It was like, I forget what it's called. It's like but it's the Kowloon there.
Oh, they own it. Like
they own it, run it. It's the same recipe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just me and Mutt. We originally were just going to grab a beer, but I said for 2, and they put us in this very romantic room.
Nice.
Together, where I grabbed the table first, and the person actually said to me was like I'll be back whenever she gets here or he. And I was like okay, like this is like
that's good service right there.
But no, it was a good time. So I'm on a salad kick recently. I'm trying to eat salad, trying to be a healthier Justin, live longer in life. I went to order the salad on Saturday, and they were like, by the way, this is like not a normal salad. This is like a cold noodle Asian salad that like has like noodles and different stuff. And I was just like, I just wanted
like a Caesar salad.
No, not even here. This is where I'm at in my salad journey. I like lettuce, onions, maybe cheese. You don't need to go crazy on the cheese. Okay. Spinach, cucumbers, and then chicken, buffalo sauce.
Okay.
Or like chicken and then some sort of like I thought it was literally just going to be those vegetables with Kowloon chicken on top of it.
Wow, you're just burying Kowloon right now.
Why?
I don't know. Are you happy about this, or are you just saying like?
And then they were like, we don't have like a normal salad, so then I just got fucking like General Tso's chicken.
Oh, so then it turned it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough, but
I thought you like you were good on the Factor stuff. No.
Yeah, no.
Again, don't you like variety? I feel like you'll get bored with the salad thing. No.
Yeah, I'll just keep going until I don't. But
Hey, it's a good endeavor by you. Other stuff that went on this weekend. Let's see here.
Apparently, I wasn't aware of a part of this, but apparently on Friday night there were some big spaces.
Oh, you were telling me about it a little bit. I heard the Gus and Monte thing.
Between Gus and Monte, but then I think they made up, so I think they're in a good spot now.
Can they just make those recorded? Like, who gives a fuck? Why is it that big of a deal that they're like? Why do they have to? Like, if people want to go back and listen to it, why are they so against that? Do you feel? They're all like talking about it. Like, then they're on the timeline being like, "You said this on the space." Why not just make them recorded so people can have public access to that?
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know. I think they say like it goes against not the creed, but like the point of spaces is people are supposed to say whatever they want. I don't know, but all I know is I think Monte and Gus are in a good spot now. I think they
resolved their differences.
I think so. I could be completely wrong.
Were we on the phone? You had told me that Gus was crying.
I have no idea in the spaces thing. This is all from what I've heard, like secondhand. I have no idea, but I think they're in a good spot now.
Then there was this thing with Gus with like the jury duty picture he posted.
Yeah, he said he's already posted for jury duty, but then on Freddie Lynn's show, PRC said that was just informing you that now you're eligible to be in the jury pool.
Yes.
Like, if you're in the jury pool, that doesn't mean you're selected for a jury.
Where did that mail go? He doesn't even have an address there yet.
I think he probably moved it to. I mean, he probably put his
like a PO box, or he put the in-laws place.
Yeah,
or whoever.
He probably made his driver's license at the in-laws place, because that's what happens when you sign up for.
That's pretty quick.
For a driver's license, they'll probably sign you up for the
even
jury
that
pool.
though. That's pretty quick by Utah to send something like that out to him. Because has he been there a month? Has it even been a month? Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Juror Gus would be a good like movie.
Yeah,
he could rally. He could like.
He would be fucking great on that. Did you ever watch that Amazon Prime show with the guy?
Oh, the fake one.
The fake one. Yeah.
Yes, I feel like he'd be good on that. But I feel like they should like remake 12 Angry Men.
Yeah.
But except it's Gus, and he convinces 12 people that we're going to get someone off to like get the death penalty.
Gus is good in a lot of spots.
He puts someone to death.
He would be good in a lot of spots. He's a unique character. It was heartbreaking over the weekend.
Yeah.
What's up with Mick? Why is he leaving Beyond Average?
I think he just wants to take a step away from it. So
yeah,
I'm sure Mick said this is not the last.
It wasn't like it didn't come off as like a bad thing. He was just kind of like, this is over. Maybe he's just putting full focus on the Michael Jackson thing. I don't know. But
yeah, I think he said this is not the last time you hear from him, but it's the last time he's doing Beyond Average. So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe he wants to just do a quick I can't speak. Rebrand or something like that. But what a run Beyond Average has had. Like what, 6 years or so?
Yeah, and even like this last one, I don't know his numbers or anything like that, but I mean the Portnoy stuff had to.
I think that gets to him.
I mean, it's fucking crazy.
So
it's crazy that he blames that whole thing on Mick, and then even when Kirk tries to explain it, he still won't, like, Portnoy won't listen to him. So it's fucking nuts. Yeah, it's just that was wild on Unnamed. I couldn't even believe what I was hearing.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Started listening to Project Big Screen.
Yep.
This morning, obviously, Kirk wasn't on it, but Jeff kind of starts off the show and he wishes Kirk well, saying that in the meantime it will just be the four of them. Maybe they'll get a guest on. The movie calls for it, but it is funny. So I listened to the reviews they did of Now You See Me 3. And The Running Man, and Jeff is so passionate about his hatred of Now You See Me, where it's like it's just a great listen. Even if you're not into like movie podcasts, just listen to the Now You See Me part just to hear like Jeff get like all like
worked up.
It's very funny. I haven't gotten to the part where they talk about the trailers. I'm hoping they do the Super Mario Galaxy trailer justice.
Yep.
I will be upset if they even though people saying it's a lib move having what's her name as a voice in that movie.
Who's that?
Fucking, why can't I think of her name? Captain Marvel there. Brie Larson?
Oh, yeah, but that's a big name.
Yeah,
who cares?
She's an Oscar winner, right?
Yeah. David from Maryland says Mutt to big screen. I don't know if Mutt would fit in on that show.
Mutt to big screen? What if just Mutt just does everything now?
Mutt called us this morning, classy move by Mutt, and said anything you guys need. So I think Mutt will probably be here for Wednesday's producer show, we're thinking. Is that a good one?
Yes.
He seemed like he was available on Wednesday, so yeah.
So we're gonna try to do these a couple times a week, and then I've some stupid ideas that aren't great or anything, but we'll try to go with something on that. Right. I mean the Pat Bev stuff.
Yeah, what's to say? I mean, he came out and he made his comment about it. I think, what was the charge? I wrote it on this thing. What was the exact charge that he got? It was assault on a family member / household member impeding breath or circulation. Impeding breath or circulation, but it was something about it. He has a really young sister, and his young sister was with like an 18-year-old kid or something like an 18-year-old guy. I don't know. So either way.
The statement is Patrick Beverley has no criminal record. He cares deeply about his little sister, a young lady, a minor. The statement read, given that when he unexpectedly found her alone in the home with an 18-year-old man in the middle of the night, he was understandably concerned, as any brother would be, about his sister. However, we don't believe what followed happened the way it's been described, and we look forward to the opportunity to address that in court.
Yeah, so, I mean, that one's got to develop a little bit more to get more information out of it. But besides that, I don't think anything else. I think we covered pretty much everything.
What are your thoughts as a Patriots fan? Obviously, we played Thursday night.
Yeah,
it's kind of nice.
It sucks not to watch it on Sunday.
So I was going to say it's kind of nice to kind of like just sit back and you feel like if you win on Thursday night, you feel like you're playing with house money. Like I'm watching the Bills-Bucks game yesterday, just rooting for the Buccaneers to pull through. They couldn't. Yep. Josh Allen 2 interceptions. He's a terrible quarterback. Everyone knows this. I'm just saying what's on everyone's mind.
Yep.
And then you're just like rooting for like you kind of feel like you're playing with house money. But you're against that. You need Patriots on Sunday.
It just feels right. Sunday football just feels right. I was kind of lost, and I'm not some big sporto anyway, so it's not. I mean, I watched the game, like I watched the Bills game yesterday, but I don't know. I missed them yesterday, and it was enough time. What was it? Thursday night. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to watch them yesterday.
I mean, there's only going to be one Patriots Sunday out of like 5 weeks or something like that. Because this week it's gone. Next week there is one with the Bengals. Week after that is the Giants, which is Monday night.
Yep.
And the week after that is their bye.
Yep.
So and then we'll go to Buffalo and beat them up.
Well, we have it's good feelings about the Patriots either way, just because it looks like they can beat any team that will be in the hunt toward the end here. I said to you this morning, I had no idea the Bears were as good this season as their record shows. So, but. All right, that's all I got, at least. Nothing exciting for me besides everything we talked about over the weekend.
Yeah, obviously just wishing Kirk the best. Hope he gets the help he needs. Sounds like he's taking those steps, and appreciate obviously everything he's done for me, my career, just my person in the past 6 years. I don't say that enough, and I know we've had you're better at it than I am. Like we got the text, and I sat there with ChatGPT, like, how should I respond to this? Because I'm awful. Any type of because my gut thing is like, hey man, like love you, like I want to send him like this long fucking paragraph about how like, hey, like I know we had our battles a couple months ago and things like that, but I appreciate you so much and all this other gay shit, but then I'm like, well, I just can't do that because then he'll legitimately kill himself.
Yeah.
Like if I send him this long,
I thought our messages were okay. Right?
Yeah, just we're here. Just
obviously
take your time.
Yeah. So we'll keep you guys updated if we hear anything that we can share. We certainly will. Besides that, we'll be back on a producer's show either tomorrow or Wednesday for sure. And that's that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. We don't know about the status of Unnamed. Obviously, Kirk won't be taking part of it, but I'm not sure if they're gonna just pause it entirely or what that is. But
yeah.
So and then there is a interview Kirk did that we'll be putting out this week as well.
I think we're going to do that tomorrow, right?
So yeah.
So. On the actual podcast feed. So because the producer shows does not belong anywhere near the podcast feed, but that interview will go on the podcast feed tomorrow, I believe. So all right, we'll see you.